Most people think the success is about like a networking, then your resume, it is about the skills and experience. But what if I tell you self awareness is the key to get the success in your life? Now you must be thinking what I am saying, because if you are self aware about your own strength, own your weaknesses, and how you wanted to proceed, that's the best strategy you are following, and then accordingly you are taking a decision. So if you wanted to know more like how you can improve your self awareness and how self awareness can become an ultimatum strategy for you, stay till in this video, watch this video until the end, because I'm going to share certain tools and techniques how you can figure it out, how you can find out your strength, weaknesses, and to have the self awareness to go further in your journey. Let's talk about the example of the Steve Jobs. Now, Steve Jobs is a very famous personality, and so many people are following him, his principle and all. And he is the visionary of the Apple. But what happened in 1985? So, company which he established, the same company fired him. But did he set back the whatever happened with him? Did he hold back and he thought of like this is the end? No. Rather than that, after going through his interviews and after listening him, I realized he started doing the introspection, self-awareness. He started understanding what are his strengths, what are his weaknesses, he's good into what. And after all these things, he realized he's good into the innovation, he's good as a creator, and he started working towards that. Rather than what people are thinking about him, what he's supposed to do, he started following like a what he's good into that. And after that, he established two companies. One is a Pixar, and the next is another one. And his entry become very smooth into the Apple, and again he come back into the Apple, and he become one of the top innovator and creators in the Apple. So it's an amazing story, right? So I also inspire from the Steve Jobs, and I wanted to connect his self, how he discovered his self awareness. Similar way, we will discover in this video also what you need to do. Whether you are searching a job or you are taken the career back, okay, we always think what we are doing is right or wrong. Many candidates, they just keep applying, okay, they keep applying the wrong jobs, and they are thinking like they are on the right track. But by following the right strategy, by understanding your own personality, that will be the ultimate way, competitive edge, to find the right opportunity in the market. Rather than wasting job applying number of resume, number of job opportunity, instead of that, understand, assess, understand your own, and then accordingly you prepare the strategy for yourself. Let me introduce myself. Hello everyone, I am Tejaswita, and welcome back to the Pro Career Ignition channel. So what I do, I'm a career comeback coach. I help professionals, many professional I help, and I'm helping so many professional not only build their confidence, but I'm giving a strategy how they can re-enter in the market. And if somebody is already at the job, I'm helping them like how they can switch and how they can reach on the senior level. So being in this recruitment industry for last 18 years, I not only work with the candidates, but I work with the companies also. So their demand, their expectations, I do understand. But most importantly, candidates, they forget, they observe other people and they try to replicate. But they forget that like what they have basically within, what are their strengths and weaknesses they are having. So this video are going to help you to figure it out, like how to find out how to have the self-awareness introspection. So there are certain techniques, 7 techniques, and the tools I'm going to share here. So stay here until the end, so you will gain some knowledge and you will start implementing this. Let's talk about the first actionable tips, that is audit your strength and weaknesses. Audit your strength and weaknesses, how you can do it. So in my previous video, I have shown you like how you can find out your strength and weaknesses, and there are certain exercises I have given. Go through that video so you can easily find out how you can find your strength. So simple way, you note down your all the strength and weaknesses and start doing the brainstorming. Start understanding by doing particular activity where you feel happy and where you feel drained out. The simple question you can ask like a what I'm really good at. That's a simple question to know about your strength. Now, so many strength will come out, and later on, you have to cut down and you have to understand, as I mentioned, which is making you happy and you're enjoying that, and what activity is draining out. For example, if you are good into the creative, but uh, you're losing your energy into the implementation. That means you're good into the creativity, but same time when it comes to implementation there you feel like a exhausted, so you have to work on that area, and your one strength is like a creativity. Now if you talk about the second point, like understand your triggers and the emotional pattern. So people get frustrated in many situations, we come across many situations day to day basis, and then how we react, how we take the action. If you remember in previous video I talk about the star method. If you start implementing star method, your life will be much easier. But understanding the trigger and the emotional pattern, in a sense like at which activity giving you the happiness and the which activity break you down emotionally. So if you remember, if you note down all those things, it will easier for you. If you're taking any action, then you can control, you can tell your subconscious mind like this is where I feel exhausted. For example, if I talk about you are attending interview, but moment you get the rejection, you get the anxiety, so you are not able to accept the rejection. So that means that is your emotional, dripping point where you are emotionally too much drained out. So in that case, you can work on the resilience part. Okay, how you can overcome from the rejection. Many candidates, they are not comfortable to attend interviews only. So for that, in that, what you can do, you have to practice. So there are a lot of ways actually. Once you figure it out where you are emotionally feel drained out, you can work on that. That is your weakness, but that doesn't mean like you cannot work, as I said. So there are a lot of ways. By following that ways, by following those exercises, you can overcome easily, and then you can become a perfect in that. The next point is like should have the clarity about your career vision. So I have actually created the video on the clarity also, like how you can get the clarity. If you wanted to know more about that, you can definitely go through that video. But in the simple way, like you should ask yourself one question, like how do you see yourself after 5 years? Why this question is important? Picking up the job is not important. Whatever career you wanted to build in that particular industry, it should be aligned with your career roadmap. Once you have the clarity, you will have a career roadmap. So your industry, your role, everything has to be aligned. If there is no alignment, you will not enjoy that work. For instance, like if you wanted to work into the AI, but just for the pressure, or you're not getting a job, you're picking up the job from the marketing, then after 2 3 years you will feel exhausted, and you will start thinking like how you can build a career into AI. So in that scenario, before you start your job, or if you are switching industry also, if you want to switch the industry, think wisely how you can switch the industry. Regarding the switching industry also, how you can plan out, I've created the video, please go through that video, some tips you will have it. And if you are completely new and you're not very sure about the clarity, think on by asking this question, where do you see yourself after 5 years? You will have the clarity. So the next point is like a create your personal brand. So now we were talking about the Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs didn't just develop the product; he created the brand, right? So similar way, you should also create your brand. So whether you're posting on the LinkedIn or any article, or if you're doing network, your personality, your article should uh, you should be in that position where you are having a lot of expertise in your subject, and then the people will call like a, okay, he has a expertise in this particular subject, and he has a niche about that. Now what I'm also doing that, like since I'm having a around 18 years of experience, work with the not only with the candidates but with the employers also, lot of knowledge, lot of inside uh, information I'm having, and I've decided to share those information. So due to that, I started creating a YouTube videos, and I've created a Insta page, so people will understand this is my niche and I'm having an expertise in this. So I've explained through my example. If I talk about another example about the digital marketing. So if you're into digital marketing, by regularly posting how your campaigns are getting successful, so people will observe and they will start believing, start understanding who you are, what you do, and they start believing on your brand. The next point is like a improve your decision making. So once you have the clarity, once you know what you wanted to do, you automatically become a very confident to take the decision. So when it comes to applying a job, you will not randomly apply any jobs. You will strategically think which industry, which role, and whether it is aligned with my dream job or not. Everything you will think. So how you can improve your decision making? To improve your decision making, understand the scenario, okay, align with your align with your the clarity what I talk about, get the clarity, and then automatically you will start improving on your decision. And that's more important, as I said, you don't need to apply randomly any job. That has to be aligned strategically, create the plan for you, and then you will apply, and you will only apply those shop which is aligned with your role and industry. The next point is like enhance your communication and the networking. Now networking isn't about like to whom you're meeting. It's important how you're meeting and how you are presenting yourself in front of that person, and after you connected with that person, what that person is thinking. So this is very important in the networking. It is not about like a saying a hi, hello. How you are presenting your strength, that's more important. How you're communicating, that's more important. So many times candidate like when they attend the networking, directly upfront they say like I'm looking for the job opportunity. Rather than that, if you talk about what is your strength, if you are coming from the particular industry, like if you have completed the UI UX designing program and having 2 years of experience, you can say I'm a UI UX designer and they're actively looking better, good opportunity, friendly weather, I'll have a friendly environment. Such kind of opportunity I'm looking right now. So that's create the very different impression to with whom you're connecting. So rather than directly asking like I'm looking for a job, that shows the desperation. Rather than that, you are showcasing what strength you are having and your focus in which role, what role exactly you're looking. Now next point is like a use of feedback as a growth tool. Yes, here many times candidates when they are receiving any feedback, they they start underestimating themselves more, rather than thinking, okay, if I'll pick up this point and if I'll improve, I'll be 1% better than the previous version. So always use the feedback whenever you are receiving any feedback. Use as a growth tool, rather than thinking, oh, I am not good into this, what I should do. Don't allow yourself asking this question. Okay, I'm now what I should do. Okay, instead of that, like a, okay, this feedback I will improve and I'll become a 1% better than my previous version. If I wanted to give the example, if you're struggling into public speaking, like you sometimes stammer when before interview, but once the interview is going, when there is a flow, you're very good into answering all the questions, but initially you feel hiccups, you feel hesitate. So in that, you can you can do like you can record that particular portion like a starting, and you can talk with your trusted mentor how you can overcome. Yes, this is also important point. Feedback, when you are getting any feedback and when you are improving, okay, show that improvement to your trusted person, so he can genuinely give you the feedback, what exactly, whether you're right, where you're going wrong, all those things. So this is a seventh point where you can use your feedback as a career tool and the growth tool. When Steve Jobs he focused on himself, he start understanding who is he. He built a big empire. Okay, he didn't stop himself to build the companies and he become a top business person. Same rule applies to you also. Ask yourself you're good into which area, how you can use that. When your clarity, when you have a clarity and your career goal align with you, what exactly who you are, you will also become a same successful as Steve Jobs. So guys, if you're liking such kind of video and if you resonate such kind of a tips, if you have resonated with this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe my channel, and register my upcoming webinar where we are going to talk about the three secrets how you can overcome from your inner voice, how to build the confidence, and how to build yourself the recruitment strategy. So till the time, thank you very much and see you in the next video.